So as I can see from your DAF that your interest in is related to Indian foreign policy.
Yes, sir.
What are can you elaborate few important pillars of Indian foreign policy?
Sir, in Indian foreign policy, when it comes to pillars, like the Prime Minister PMO is one of the significant pillar in India's foreign policy.
I would be interested. What are the philosophies that guide Indian foreign policy?
Correct, sir. Correct. Sir, initially when we got independence, we were a non-aligned country. Then, sir, when the 1962 war happened, our Panchashil that failed, and we became more moved towards the real politics. Then the Indira Gandhi came into power. We were more assertive. The regional dominance was there. India were like big brother to its neighborhood. Then the Guljar Doctrine came. In the Guljar Doctrine, we
Is
seek
it
for the
Guljar?
non-reciprocity.
Is it Guljar or Gujral?
Gujral, sir. Gujral. Sorry for my
Yes.
pronunciation.
Hmm.
The Gujral Doctrine, it seeks a lack of reciprocity from its neighbor, except for Pakistan. Sir, in
Hmm.
my opinion, till 2008, the civil nuclear deal with America was
Hmm.
a breakthrough moment in India's foreign policy. And we
Hmm.
started becoming from non-alignment to multi-alignment or issue-based alignment with our
Hmm.
different allies. Right now, we are a leading power, emerging leading power, and we are becoming a Biswaguru in the next few decades, sir.
What are the achievements of India in the recently concluded G20 summit, which India presided over?
Correct, sir. Sir, the first and foremost thing was the consensus-based outcome document that was signed. So it was very unexpected that it would sign, but it was signed thanks to India's diplomacy. That is
Hmm.
number one. The number two is the inclusion of Global South in G20 kind of grouping. For example, the African Union was included in the G20 and it became G21.
Hmm.
And thirdly, we were not very critical of the Russia for its Ukraine invasion in that summit document, despite the Western pressure and the possible sanctions. So that is another achievement for India's foreign policy there.
So you see, India is actively engaged with with Russia, with Ukraine, and the Western countries also, on the issue of Russia-Ukraine war. So, do you think that India has the potential to resolve the issue, which has been the war is going on since 2.5 years? So, what is your take on that?
Sir, I feel India can be at best a communicator because
Hmm.
our PM respected Narendra Modi ji is
Hmm.
the probably the only leader of a democratic nation which who has visited Russia and Ukraine after the
Hmm.
war has happened. So I
Hmm.
think we can be a facilitator between
Hmm.
Ukraine and Russia, but not the mediation because India's stance is we need to the both the parties should be on the table to go to the negotiation level. So India may work like a negotiator and
Hmm.
take the both parties to the table, and they should resolve it bilaterally, in my opinion.
Bilaterally. And um, how the in 1945 in the 1945 post war world order, the organization that was born was United Nations. Hmm. What are the prime motive of United Nations then?
The first and foremost motive was to stop another world war.
Yes.
From
So stop another war, another world war. So don't you think that currently important regions of the world are in conflict? So don't you think that this is the failure of United Nations organization, even system?
Sir, UN has a lot of achievement in the past half a decade or more, but I feel the global order, the global system is still anarchical in nature, and
Mm.
country they are the most sovereign entity. Though UN
Mm.
is an umbrella organization, but still countries make their call, and the UNSC is also kind of very trivial, and it is the continuation of the colonial powers legacy. So they are using veto for their own advantage. For example, Russia recently used veto for the Ukraine crisis. US has used
Mhm.
in number of times. China is also using. So the when the leader is not doing their job rightly,
Mhm.
there is hardly we can expect anything better from the United Nations.
Okay. So, do you think that this is the right time to bypass the UN and establish another parallel global order, as the UN is not responding to the reform processes that are being demanded by the various countries of the world?
Sir, I feel we still should pursue the possible reforms that's supposed to be done in the United Nations, because
Mm,
all the major powers, all the 192, 183 odd countries are already there in the United Nations, and it is
mm,
not a failure organization. I feel it is having its own share of success, but it could
mm,
have done a far better job, in my
mm,
opinion. So I think we need to pursue the reform rather than
mm.
going for another institution.
So, in the Indian Ocean region, there are a lot of conflict points.
Right.
So, can you name few conflict points in the Indian Ocean region? Points of conflict?
Yes, sir. Sir, um, one is Malacca Strait,
Mhm.
and in the Middle East region, the Persian Gulf is there,
Mm,
which is always in the news. And
mm.
sir, the Suez Canal region is also another place where the Yehud,
Acha,
I'm
what
not.
are, yes, uh, what are India's interest in the Indo-Pacific?
Sir, Indo-Pacific has very strategic importance as far as India is concerned, because the India has a 7,500 kilometer coastline, and its rival, we should not say rival, but it's the enemy state, supposedly enemy state, China. It use the Indian Ocean region to transport its export, and
Is China an enemy state of India?
sir, not on the official document, but from the geopolitical equation, it seems.
Okay, you can say geopolitical rival.
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Next,
So, sir, we can block the Malacca Strait, or we can block the Indo-Pacific, the choke points to counter the Chinese trade. And,
mm,
sir, apart from that, China is doing the string of pearls. So
mm,
that is also we need to counterbalance from the in
mm,
the Indo-Pacific region.
mm.
And sir, from trade point of view, it is also important. And to increase India's credibility in the global platform, so
Mm.
India should dominate the Indo-Pacific, because this is the geographically nearest strategical position that we have. So we must dominate it.
Acha, you told about dominating Indo-Pacific. Can
Yes,
India
sir.
dominate alone the Indo-Pacific?
Sir, I think there are a lot of allies of India, not
Mm.
military allies, strategic allies of India present in the Indo-Pacific. But I
What are
also
these?
feel that,
What are these allies?
sir, like, sir, French, there is a huge French presence in the Indian Ocean region. Similarly,
Acha,
US
what is
has.
Quad? Don't you think that Quad is one of the major allies, or you can say one of the major groupings that is focused on Indo-Pacific?
Yes, sir. Quad is a very good initiative, but unfortunately, unfortunately, it has not become a military like kind of NATO for India. So it has been refrained from naming even
Acha,
China.
India, you see, India,
Yes.
do you think that India is interested to join any military bloc right from its beginning?
No, sir. India
No,
never interested.
India has
Yes,
never been interested in joining any of the military blocs. So
yes,
even if Quad would be a military bloc, India won't join it. India is against joining any of the military bloc. That's why they have made the Quad a security bloc, provide security in the Indo-Pacific region. What is the full form of Quad? It is Quadrilateral Security Dialogue.
yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
it is more focused on security of the Indo-Pacific. India is very reluctant to join any military bloc. Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
So okay, okay, fine. You have been a NCC certificate holder and best cadet. Very good. So what are the broad activities of National Cadet Corps? What they do actually?
Sir, in the peace time or in during the like when I was there in NCC in my school and in my colleges. So
Mm-hmm.
at that time, our major work was to be to practice drill. And when we were the senior, we used to train our juniors how to drill. Apart from that, to build the leadership quality in our juniors. So and
Any social activities? Any social activities the NCC cadets?
the social activity comprised of like plantation and
Mm-hmm.
blood donation,
Mm-hmm.
like traffic management. This kind of thing we used to do during the NCC period.
Acha, you have been an athlete.
Yes, sir, I was an athlete. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, acha, who is the current chairman of uh, Indian Olympic Association?
Sir, I'm not sure. Can I make an educated guess?
Yes,
Sir, is it PT Usha, ma'am?
yes, it is PT Usha. Why she is famous?
Sir, she was one of the very few athlete we ever produced who was very near to the podium along with Milkha Singh.
Hmm.
She was in the fourth position in the track events. So that's why she was very famous in India.
Acha, acha, also PT Usha is associated with politics. Do you know
Sorry,
that
sir, I'm not aware of it.
she is a nominated member of Rajya Sabha?
No, sir, I'm not aware of it. I'll read more about it.
Okay. What is your activity as content strategist? What is that activity?
Sir, it's a full-time job that I'm currently doing.
Hmm.
Being a content strategist, I supposed to take care of the entire content of the every client of our farm.
Hmm.
So my work goes like on-site and off-site both. So
Hmm.
we are supposed to produce blogs, social media content on a regular basis. So my work is to assign the work, choosing the topic, assigning the keywords, and proofreading the work, and see the progress, like the content engagement that the existing content that are delivering. So these comprises of my job profile, sir.
Okay. Okay. Is the choice of the job preference what you have given, service preference, is that filled by you at the time of filling the form consciously, or it was some aberrations that happened because you have put OTAS at one and OS at number three?
Sir, it was a conscious call from my end. It was a difficult choice, but I had to make a call. So it was a conscious call.
But why? So OTAS at number one and OS at number three?
Sir, my first preference was supposed to be OFS, Odisha Finance Service, but the vacancy was not there for this particular cycle. And sir, I always look up to my cousin who is currently working in the OFS, and I always wanted to be like him. And I have seen him working in that particular domain. A little bit of knowledge I have, so I feel my calm and composed personality and my analytical skill, I can do very good in that particular field. So I opted for the finance domain rather than administrative domain for that reasons.
Okay. So it was a well calculated call from your side. Okay.
Yes,
Very good. Which district you hail from?
that from Kendrapada.
Kendrapada. So
Yes,
uh, the Kendrapada district was earlier part of which one? Which
Katak, sir.
district? Cuttack.
Katak
So
district.
do you know that Kendrapada has peculiar is facing peculiar impact of sea level rise?
Correct, sir.
Yes. What are these impacts of sea level rise on Kendrapada?
Sir, the locals they are facing the heat of sea level rise.
Hmm.
Like some of the Saptabhaya region, some
Yes.
of that lands has been
Hmm.
encroached by the sea.
Hmm.
And sir, apart from that, it has been said that due to the global warming,
Hmm.
the number of lightning has been also increased in the last few years in the region.
Hmm.
And the administration is also working very hard, like putting the sandbags and making a makeshift wall around the sea beach, like in Pentho, they are doing that. So they are also increasing the Hentalabana concentration nearby to the seashore.
Okay, you uttered the term Hentalabana. In which districts the Hentalavanas are found?
Sir, in Bhitarkanika National Park, the Hentalavanas are found. I'm not
Other,
sure about the specific.
other districts?
Sir,
There are five districts in
if
Odisha
you
where you
allow me, I
find.
can.
There are five districts in Odisha where you find these mangroves. So please have a look. Okay. Acha.
Yes, sir.
So,
I'll
Acha, Kendrapada is surrounded by which are the neighboring districts of Kendrapada?
Yes, sir. So the in the north side we have Bhadrak. Then in the
Hmm.
northwest we have Jajpur.
Hmm.
Um, in the west we have Cuttack, and in the southern part we have Jagatsinghpur, and in the east we have Mahanadi. Sorry, the Bay of Bengal.
Very good. So, have you stayed in Kendrapada for some time, or how many years you have spent in Kendrapada?
So till my 12th I was staying in Kendrapada,
Oh,
and
that's a
since
long time.
yes,
Okay, very good. Uh, you have a mechanical engineer.
yes, sir.
Acha, tell me why, in spite of a good career, you are shifting to civil services. You could have pursued engineering also. You have been in ITR 2018. Acha, from 2018 you joined. Acha, there is no gap. Okay. Acha, tell me, what do you mean by something called as Carnot's engine?
Sir, it's been quite some
No,
time I
no.
have read mechanical. I'm
Acha,
sorry, sir. I'll read
acha,
about it.
you are not able to. Okay, that's fine. If not expected, also you remember your graduation subjects. Okay. Acha, tell me that in Odisha, we find uh, which major forest type?
Sir, I'm not able to remember
Acha,
right now.
uh, in Odisha, how many percentage of tribals are there? What is the percentage of tribals in Odisha?
Sir, I'm not sure the
Not
exact
sure.
number.
Acha, you hail from Kendrapada. What is the coastline of Odisha? How many kilometers? Odisha
Sir,
coastline?
it is 480 odd
Very
kilometers.
good. Very good. It is 480 odd kilometers. Fine. So tell me, what are the basic mineral reserves you find in Odisha?
Sir, the coal is there and the iron ore is there. Apart
Location?
from that,
Location? Where you find the coal?
sir, I'm not able to
You know,
remember it.
Mahanadi Coalfields Limited,
Yes, sir. Yes,
MCL,
sir.
you find coal. Acha. Okay. Acha, suppose you are in charge of a coastal district. I suppose you are posted in Kendrapada.
Yes, sir.
And there is a warning issued by the government is that the cyclone is coming. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you have been in charge of that area. So what should be your approach to manage that cyclone? How you will go about that?
Right, sir. Sir, first, the information I supposed to deliver to the people. So I would use the modern the technological
Okay,
means.
information. Okay, fine. Next step, what you will do?
Sir, particularly one point I want to say, the fishermen I supposed to aware them. So that is also in the first
What,
information dissemination.
after information dissemination, then you will come and sit in your office.
No, sir. Sir, then, sir, uh, I would make contact. I would arrange a meeting with all the stakeholders, especially the sarpanch, all
For
the
what?
disaster management, sir, for the evacuation of the people to
Evacuation.
the
Next step
safer
is
place.
evacuate. Okay. Safer places, that means shelters.
Yes, sir.
The next step,
Uh,
what you will do?
sir, the next step, I supposed to provide the food, medicine, and
Very good.
water, polythene.
Okay, then next step is
So the next step is to to establish the communication site so that if
Someone,
somebody has left out,
okay.
we could
Like
help out.
cyclone hegala. Cyclone has gone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Devastation.
sir.
Then next step is rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation, yes, sir.
Rehabilitation.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Who heads National Disaster Management Authority
Sir, it is Prime Minister of India.
and a State Disaster Management Authority?
Sir, it is CMO, Chief Minister
Acha,
of India,
do,
Odisha.
do you know that there is some office called as SRC?
Uh,
SRC, Special Relief Commissioner.
no, sir. A Special Relief Commission. Yes, sir. I have heard about it, sir.
What is the role of SRC?
Sir, I'm not sure, sir. I can
You
guess
are
if
not,
you
you are
allow
not
me.
sure. Acha, can you name few prominent writers from Odisha? Have you heard any book? Have you read any books about Odia books?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you
Like I
know?
have, Sir Jagya Sini, I have read very famous book,
Oh,
Pratibha from
written by whom, Pratibha? So
Pratibha. Yes.
what award was given to her for this book?
Sir Jnanapitha Awards.
Very good. Then who were other Jnanapith awards from Odisha?
Um, Sir, I'm not able to remember. But there was a sir IAS officer from Kendrapada. He got from
Or
Mahapatra,
what?
Lakshmikant
Sitakant Mahapatra.
Sitakanta Mahapatra. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay. Other two persons are also there from Odisha who have got Jnanapith. Please do read about them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much. Your interview is over. Thank you.